Gomez, and she's going to be America Chavez, aka Miss America.
Ooh,
Right?
nice.
And we haven't seen anything
Nice.
from her yet. And apparently she's going to have like a really big role in this film. I have no idea how they're going to work her into it. Plot details aren't out yet. But she's going to be pursued by a villain known as Shuma Gorath. Now, I have never heard of this villain up until I read that article. But I will post it here because there is an article I did read on Marvel.com. And if this is the same person, it's like, whoa, this is like a demon from an extra dimensional realm. He's one of the old ones who came to Earth millions of years ago. He looks insane. Like, I'm getting Call of Cthulhu vibes here.
Oh, okay.
Right? So
right.
I'm not really sure on that one. But anyway, he's going to be like a big deal in this movie. And the artwork shows the 4 main protagonists of the film. And that picture, did I post that already? Yes. So the picture is in that Twitter post that I just posted.
Okay.
And it kind of gives you an idea of what to expect as far as concepts for the characters of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now you'll notice that Wanda's outfit has changed slightly because now she's got like sleeves. You have Wong in there, you have America there, and also you still have Doctor Strange with the eye. So that kind of makes me wonder, did we go back in time? I know it's like a multiverse sort of thing, but remember he like relinquished the stone from it in Avengers Endgame. So I don't know. So far, what do you think?
It could be like a flashback or maybe, or this could have, he controls time. I don't know, man. It's Doctor Strange. So, you don't know where this sits at all. Not with his powers and stuff. So yeah, I got to read up more on what's the story on this.
Yeah. And, because we did see Wanda's costume during the finale and, so it's okay for it to change.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more comic accurate actually for her to have sleeves. I don't know if they just did that as like, this is our base point and we're just going to build on it from there or whatever. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Doctor Strange get an upgrade also. Because see here, this photo that he posted, it actually is part of a wrap gift they had. So they've already wrapped up the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just the cover to the wrap gift. And I'm like, there's usually something to that stuff. Like wrap gifts usually have something that maybe the public, or it's not public knowledge quite yet.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that makes me want to like read into it,
Yeah. Speculations. We got to start doing that for sure. That'd be a whole episode.
I know, but like America's costume, assuming that they keep it like this, that's very accurate with the comics.
Right.
And so I'm interested to see what they're going to do with her. Wong is supposed to play a bigger role in the MCU sequel. So that'll be good because we didn't get a lot from him the first time around.
That's true.
At least I think so.
No, I'm right there with you. Not enough anyway.
Yeah, but side note though, while we're talking about costumes, I just want to address this right quick. Because same way that Wanda's getting kind of a reboot to this costume, or not so much a reboot, but is like an upgrade. I just want to remind everybody that was being shady and petty about, Captain Samerica. Yes, I'm calling him Samerica. And his costume in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Because they evolve over time. That is just a thing in comics. And I'm just saying, let him cook. Let him cook. I liked it because I thought it gave like a nice homage to his character as the Falcon and also OG Cap because he passed that mantle on to him.
Yeah.
And he wants to be the change. I get that some people don't like Captain America, whatever. Get over it. Why did you smile when I said that?
Listen.
You're so...
I was hoping you didn't say I don't dislike Captain America. I did remember the TikTok I sent you,
Yeah.
and it was funny. Anyway,
That was not funny. It was only funny to you. He sent me this petty TikTok, y'all.
we'll discuss that later.
No, we won't.
But
go ahead. Go ahead.
In terms of like Sam's suit, I just want to get on that one.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the color scheme was good. I love where he, like the shield, he can wear it on his arm and on his back. The fact that he can fly is like even better. It was, for me, just looking at it, I think it could have been built a little bit more. It didn't seem very fitting, if that makes any sense to me.
How was it not? He was literally, it was like Falcon taking on Captain America. It was a mashup.
I thought it was okay. I thought it could have been just, the reveal could have been a little better for me. That's
what
all.
do you mean the reveal? He literally smashed through the window. How do you get bigger than that?
I wasn't excited when I saw it. It was like, okay.
You weren't excited because you don't like Captain America in the first place.
I like the Falcon. Well, now Samerica. I like Samerica, but I don't know. It wasn't hitting for me when he revealed himself. It was okay. I gave it like a 7 out of 10 as like reveal.
This is not a gymnastics. We're not giving up points.
6.
You know, this is not how we roll. But I don't know. I feel like people are way too harsh on it because nobody's original nobody's original outfit. People are going to love and just be like, yes, this is it. Think about Cap's original outfit.
Right.
That was cheesy. He even thought it was cheesy himself. But over time, it evolved and they added pieces. They changed colors and designs. And, it got better and better until we had, his last one at Endgame. Everybody's outfits do that, including Iron Man. Let's get on your boy for a second.
Please do.
When Iron Man built his first technical Iron Man, it wasn't cute. It looked like
he built that in a cave.
He did a collaboration with Oscar the Grouch. It doesn't matter. That thing was a full-on trash can with a flashlight. Don't try it. I get that. That. I understand that. But what I'm telling you is that it wasn't great. But his first suit was a next step up, right? And it was much better. And if you look at his one at the end of Endgame, it was bomb. But it took time. Look how many films and iterations it took for him to get to that. He has marked how many suits at this point?
Yeah, but in my brain, I'm like, think about the access that they have now. Like your boy Wings literally came from Wakanda. You know what I mean? So you telling me they couldn't but
Bucky had input. Bucky had input on that. Keep that in mind, okay? If you're gonna blame somebody, blame Bucky.
I always blame Bucky. It's always Bucky's fault.
I'm just saying, blame Bucky for that one because he said, "Do me a favor," but we never heard what they actually told.
He's like, "Don't make the whole suit. I got the rest of the suit. Just make the wings for me."
Right. I got the design. Just hook the wings up. You know what I'm saying? That could have been all Bucky. So let's not do Sam that way. Okay.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
But anyway, we went so far left. But Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness is going to be in theaters on March 25th, 2022. I'm looking forward to that one. I like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like what? Almost, I would say horror almost. Is it rated R? The first
That's what they
R?
say. I heard that, but I don't know. Like I don't know if they've actually announced that as a definitive thing, but I did hear that in rumors.
Okay.
So who knows? We'll see.
Yep.
Okay. Next up, we're going to talk about Isaiah Bradley's possible return in future Marvel projects. So since we did kind of deviate talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I guess this is kind of a good transition. If you guys didn't watch the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they actually introduced Isaiah Bradley into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And Bradley was given the Super Soldier Serum back in the time of Steve Rogers' creation. However, instead of being welcomed into the fray, he was cast out, beaten down, and experimented on. And his experience as a Black man receiving the serum was way different than it was for Steve Rogers. And it kind of provided the foundation for the key decisions that Sam made throughout the series. So the actor that played Isaiah was Carl Lumbly. And so comicbook.com asked if he was going to ever return as the Falcon and the Winter Soldier as Isaiah Bradley. And this is his quote. He says, "Does the sun rise in the east?" I would very much be very happy to explore that. I think in so many ways, I've done so many explorations like this. I've had the opportunity to walk in any number of kinds of shoes that I wouldn't walk in if I was just putting on my own. And that's the joy of doing this work. So anytime I have an opportunity, I would love to. So it sounds like he's on board for that. We don't know that he's coming back. And of course, you know, Marvel is like, don't tell nobody. So he can't talk about it. But if he were going to show up, it would probably be in that next Captain America movie.
I would think so.
Right. What would you think about that?
First of all, I want to answer all my yes questions from here on out with, does the sun rise in the east? Are you hungry, Justin? Yes. Does the sun rise in the east? I want to answer all my questions like that. In terms of Isaiah Bradley, yeah, I thought his him being in Falcon and Winter Soldier definitely gave it a different life. I think if he wasn't there, then I think it wouldn't have put so much or gave so much impact on Sam becoming Captain America, because there's like so many sides to taking on that mantle. So with his story, his background, you can see why it was how can I put it, tough to be Captain America as a black man or a black person in general. And like his character also evolving into like the hope that is possible, you know, like he said, like maybe you are special, you know, like that's something that was big for me. So him being in the movie would be pretty cool, because then I know his son is also a character in the Marvel universe, and maybe he has like an important role as well. So yeah, I think it's dope.
Yeah, because that is another thing that Eli he has an important place in the Marvel universe too. He actually becomes a superhero patriot who is one of the founding members of the Young Avengers. So now that you have all the original Avengers gone, well, not all of, but like half of, you know, Iron Man, OG Cap, Black Widow, I think it'd be an interesting dynamic to bring in the concept of Young Avengers, you know, because it allows them to grow into the roles just like everybody else grew into theirs. And then you also have the potential for the older characters to mentor the younger ones. So how do you feel about the Young Avengers coming into the MCU?
That would be cool. And I know there's not, like I said, not a lot of OG.
And Riri.
Right.
She would be perfect.
Of course. Like I'm excited. You already know I'm excited for that. And like I know the Hulk plays a big role in that. Like just him as a mentor, old man Hulk. Yeah, I think that'd be perfect, because it'll carry on for another 10, 15 years, you know. I'm pretty sure Marvel is, and this is based upon their track record, Marvel is prepared and has prepared for a long line of like money making movies. So Young Avengers, I read up on those, adding Spider-Man to it, maybe a Miles Morales, you know, involved in it, Ms. Marvel, like all of them coming together, that'd be amazing. What do you think?
Oh, I'd be hyped. I mean, I pretty much explained it with my, you know, my whole spiel just now, because you have all of these other people gone that were like the heavy hitters, and a lot of leadership roles are missing now. Iron Man was a leader. Cap was a leader. Now, granted, yes, we do have a new Captain America, but I don't think he's at the point now to be a leader per se.
Right.
Because he's always kind of been the sidekick.
Yeah.
And it just takes time to get to that level, because hate him or love him, Steve Rogers was great at strategy.
Yeah.
You know, he was always the one that gave those speeches that got you hype when all the Avengers were going into battle. So, you know, right now, who else is going to do that? Not Peter Parker. No. Peter Parker is like, he's very much like still unsure of himself.
Right.
And
Right.
he's still kind of coming into his powers and himself and coping with the loss of Tony Stark, who is basically his mentor in the MCU anyway. And so, I mean, I guess you have Bruce, but Bruce is more of a reluctant leader.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd love to see it.
I'm right there
It
with you.
opens so many doors.
Right.
Okay, so moving on to the next topic. Deadpool 3, potentially. Because Ryan Reynolds posted this photo of this like book bag or I don't know, sack or whatever he had. And it has Deadpool's mask inside of it. So
Really?
I'm going to post this here also so you guys can check it out. He posted it on Instagram. Now, he put it on his stories, which disappear after a while, but I did see an actual photo of it. And I don't know if I can post that here or not. Let's see what happens. Will they let me post the whole photo? They do not.
Oh, no.
Okay. I know. But anyway, from looking at this, he has this head peeking out of a bag, the mask. And then there seems to be some kind of paper there in the background. It looks like he's in some office, maybe a casting office or something like that. It's got a little cup of coffee right there. So I'm just thinking we might get a Deadpool 3. Would you be excited to see that?
Yeah, I'd definitely be excited to see that. Yeah, I gotta see the picture. Because right now, like, I hear you and I kind of can envision it, but I'll find a picture somewhere. I'm pretty sure someone already screenshot it and posted it somewhere, but
send it to you on Facebook.
Yeah, I like Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool. Like, I literally just saw a car. I think I sent you a picture and you told me to stop taking pictures while I'm driving. But
yes, because that's dangerous. You're either going to hurt somebody else or yourself.
I know, but it was a full out covered car with Deadpool like laying up on the side of the car and had like all his guns and bullet holes in it. It was super dope. It made me think about like the movie. So yeah. A third one, why not? Like, why not?
I still haven't watched part 2 and I need to because I think it's on HBO Max. I feel so bad. It's one of those things I added to my queue, but it came out so long ago. I forgot all about it.
Yes, it should be there. I think it is.
Yeah, so maybe I'll check that out. But I heard that one was really good. I really enjoyed the first one, so I don't know why it took so long for me to watch the second one.
I think now with how like COVID slowed things down, like there's a lot of movies I haven't seen yet because of the transitions that they did, whether it be straight to HBO Max or Go, or just stuff not going in theater. So time got messed up. So I think a lot of us have missed a lot of movies that we should have watched.
I mean, that's true. That's fair. Okay, so my last bit of Marvel news, I think, kind of, sort of. Yeah, okay. This is probably the one I'm the most hype about. Avengers Campus. Oh my God. I am so hype about this. And I would be even more excited if I lived in California. And so Disneyland opened this thing called Avengers Campus, where you get to go in and do all sorts of things. They have attractions, they have food, they have, people in costume and all of that. So like the actual characters. And it opens up on June the 4th, which was like 2 days ago. Now, I will post a link here in the chat as far as the Disneyland site where you can go and check it out. But let me just go ahead and say off top, I'm annoyed that we're not going to get it in Florida, and it's not going to happen because there's a lot of legalities involved. Universal Studios still has ties to Marvel. They have Marvel characters inside of their superhero area there.
Right.
And so until there is a reason for them to shut that down, they can't even call stuff Marvel in Disney, even though Disney owns Marvel. It's nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So we have to go all the way to California to see this, you guys. Because I was curious, so I did a little Googling. But anyway, So a couple of the attractions that they have here, Web Slingers, is a Spider-Man adventure. Now I pulled this off of their website. This new action-packed adventure invites guests to put their web slinging skills to the test with an innovative technology adapted specifically for this attraction. And the mission is to team up with Spidey and help capture the out-of-control spider bots before they wreak havoc on the campus. That sounds like fun. I'm like, do you get to get in there? From the pictures, I see people doing like the, so I'm like, do you get to get in there and do that for real?
Right.
I'm excited. And then you have Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, which is a thrilling free-fall drop adventure where guests help rescue a cosmic gang of misfits, aka the Guardians of Galaxy. What that sounds like to me is the Tower of Terror reformulated, or whatever they changed it to before that. It was something else too. I've never been a fan of free-fall kind of stuff, so I don't know how I feel about that. What do you think about those two so far?
Like the attractions?
Yeah.
Yes. I will take a trip. It kind of reminds me of like the beginning of what's that last Marvel game with Miss Marvel? The
Avengers?
Was that what it's just called? Yeah. The Avengers game?
The one on Sony?
The one, yeah. The one that came out.
Yeah, that was just Avengers.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Like when she went to that event and they had like all these like mini games, and that's what it reminded me of. And I thought to myself, like, that would be super dope if we had something like that here, or at least in Atlanta, or close, but all the way in California.
I know.
It's
it's breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart, Marvel. Like seriously, I don't even know what to say. I can't like just take a weekend and go. That is something we have to plan because it's all the way across the country.
Yeah.
But you know what would be dope if we did go and kind of filmed it for everybody? I don't know how much they would let us film, but just like a,
like a vlog almost?
Like a vlog review, like showing how we love it because obviously we're going to.
Yeah.
So this needs to be a thing. If that's something you guys want to see, let us know. Because between you and I, we have enough equipment to make it happen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Baller.
Right.
Okay.
Anybody seen Rain? He's by that Iron Man exhibit. Oh, okay. He's pinning her all.
He's in the back trying to sneak out that whole Iron Man armor.
Yeah.
And I'll be in the front like, Dora, do you see Rain?
Right.
Where? He's so bad. Anyway, so they also have food. I love some food. And I've been sending everybody pictures or videos. Like there was one girl who was on TikTok and she was showing some of the stuff from the food and drink locations. Oh my God. So Pym Test Kitchen is the place to go for new inventive food offerings. Ant-Man and the Wasp has started using Pym test particles to grow and shrink just about everything and anything, applying the science to food creation. This allows Pym Test Kitchen to showcase normal foods at unusual scales, including shareable bites, inventive sized entrees, and tiny treats. As guests watch the Pym food scientists at work in the kitchen lab, they will see the transformation of a regular sized pretzel after going through a quantum tunnel, and it comes out either big or small. Pym Testing Lab, where older heroes can order the likes of craft beer ranging from a blood orange Hefeweizen to an amber lager, in addition to Pingo Doce, the distinctly green beverage from Avenger lore that will be available at Avengers Campus. Oh my gosh. So I've never heard of that last one, but I just want to try the different food. And I would be one of those people that would be fooled by the Pym particles thing, like he's so tiny.
It's it was funny because I think the video you sent, like you had the big pretzel, huge pretzel.
That pretzel was
right, but then you'll have like a burger or a chicken. I don't know what it was, but the patty would be small, but the meat.
And then I was like, oh my God. It just looked awkward to watch her eat it because the patty was like this big, right? The meat was this big, and yet it still had like lettuce and stuff on it. And I was like, oh, ow.
Right.
Yeah.
You'll be full before you get to the bun.
I know. Like, it won't even be the bun that fills you up this time. That's
right.
I don't know. It just looked really fun. And my only question is, I thought there were a limited amount of PIM particles. Did they find a way to?
I know, right?
The nerd in me wants to know.
They put it in
Now,
everything.
right now, y'all just like creating snacks with PIM particles.
Sad.
Let me get some of them PIMs, homie.
Right.
But
man.
and then like the drinks looked really cool. They had like bobas in there and stuff.
Okay.
You know, like boba tea.
Boba tea, yeah.
Yeah, but they were different flavors, obviously, because they weren't the standard like dark colored, the brown ones.
Bobas. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't know. I'm excited. I want to try that.
Well, we're going on a trip.
And so they also had the Shawarma Palace.
Okay.
Which, if you guys remember from Avengers, like the first Avengers, after the fight, Tony was ready to eat. He's like, let's go get some shawarma. None of us, well, I'm not going to say none of us because clearly it existed before then.
Mm-hmm.
But most of us didn't know what shawarma was until they went to eat it.
Right, I didn't.
So I didn't either. So they put one of those in the Avengers campus. And that just looks, I don't know. They were chewing the hell out of that food. And I just want to try it. I still haven't tried it yet. So I'm excited.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so they do shawarma-inspired wraps, and it has lots of memorabilia and stuff for Avengers fans. And then you also have the Tanalier Tavan, which is not only a liking for intergalactic misfits, but also churro spirals with unique flavors, cosmic orbs with an outer shell revealing a decadent, creamy filling, and much more, which he has conceived to lure guests to his fortress. Churros sound great. Yes. I love churros.
Right.
I don't
the
know
other
about
one,
the rest of
yeah,
stuff.
I don't know.
What the, like, actually, no, we did see it in the video. It was green or something, and I'm like,
I'm good.
I know that's probably food coloring, but I'm gonna have to try it first.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about this. Why do I have to try it first?
I'll let you try it first.
We really do. We need to take like a field trip, a Geeks Advocate review of Avengers Campus. Facts.
That'd be
it's dope. Gonna be expensive, y'all. We might have to do a Kickstarter.
Right.
And it would literally just be to pay the cost of flying over there. Right. We will handle everything else.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's expensive.
Mm-hmm. It takes monies.
Right? Shmoney.
Monies.
And obviously they're going to have the actual Avengers out there hanging around. So you have Captain America, Black Panther, Black Widow, and I'm sure they're going to have more. There's going to be a Quinjet there, and Okoye, and the rest of the Dora Milaje. And how bomb would that be? I want to post up with some Dora Milaje.
What are you telling? You were one. What are you talking about?
Well, temporarily. Temporarily.
That's what's up.
But one day soon, it will be real. I will be a real Dora Milaje, okay? But the shade. And so anyway, on the ground, the guests can visit the ancient sanctum and learn the mysterious secrets of Doctor Strange, where he'll train recruits in the ways of the mystic arts by bringing this ancient sanctum to life with powerful spells. And at night, the ancient sanctum will glow even more vividly with majestic colors and lights pulsating with mystic energy. Additionally, Iron Man has a new suit, the Mark 80. Remember how I said he's got a lot? And find the likes of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Thor, and the Guardians of the Galaxy, and Captain Marvel among those joining the action in the Avengers campus. So there's a lot going on in the Avengers campus. I needs it in my life.
For real.
What do you think? What do you think? I mean, I know you're hyped.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I didn't know about the Mark 80, so I don't know, man. We got to figure something out.
I know. We got to make this work.
We got to figure something out because, I'm aggravated that it's not coming here closer to us.
Control it. We can't control that. That's all legalities.
That's crazy. That's still crazy to think about. So, yes, I'm super stoked for that. I'm literally thinking about it, get there, land,
Yeah.
shower, and go. That's it. Eat. Yeah, that's all. That's all I got.
Okay. You know what though? Do you feel on some level Universal might be kind of petty holding on to that
Oh
property
yeah,
just so Disney can't get it?
right. Because everybody's going to Florida, so
It
it's
would.
like
So what?
I say everybody's going to Florida. So what good way to bring people, especially now, back to
Yeah.
California? You know, I don't
I
know.
mean, that's true, but like if Florida got a hold of Marvel, I personally feel like outside of Harry Potter, there's not a reason to go to Universal.
True.
And so it would be like a ghost town, tumbleweeds and all,
Right.
once they get Marvel. So, part of me kind of
Yeah.
has to believe that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no. Okay, so my last thing I want to talk about are a couple of things that have come out. One is a recent release, and the other is one I never knew about. So the recent release is Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Eternal, the movie. I'm probably alone on this, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because I like Sailor Moon. It was one of my gateway animes, and I still love it. Sailor Moon Crystal is bomb, and I will fangirl like hell. Don't make me go get my little wands and stuff I have. Okay, I'm excited. The cosplay should come in. Anyway, so this is about the continuation of Sailor Moon Crystal. And so these movies pretty much cover what's considered to be Sailor Moon Super S in the OG show. Crystal's more closely related to the manga and doesn't have the filler and drawn out scenarios from the original series. The art is really pretty and it's got me out here like plotting and planning things. It did come with the options for Japanese and English, so you can watch it subtitled or unsubtitled. I'm a subtitle person, and sometimes dubs are just cringy. And I don't feel like now is the time to figure that out with the series. So I've watched part 1. I still have to watch part 2. Are you interested in Sailor Moon at all?
Yes, but I haven't watched
Don't
it yet.
lie.
So I'm like, no. Like I have it in my queue to watch it,
Yeah.
part 1 and part 2. So like I know you were excited for it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, well, I went to watch the My Hero Academia movie the other day, and they did not give me the option for subtitles. And it was just like, no,
Not the same.
can't do it.
Not the same at all.
Once they started talking, I was like, I'm just gonna wait until I can access this with the subtitles because I don't like the English voices. They sound weird to me because I'm used to the Japanese voices, and it's hard for me as a fan to go over to the other type of voice actors when that's all I know.
Yeah, I got you. Right, because there's a few people at work who recently got into anime, and their first one was is Attack on Titan.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been watching. It's kind of like vice versa. It's like the English version. They've been watching and getting used to that. And then when the Japanese version or the subtitles hit, they're like, I can't watch it. I have to wait because the characters are different. Like your sound, your characters are just different based upon the sound. So yeah, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, I mean, there's other series that I can do either one because I started with the English first. But to be fair, those series have really good voice acting on the English side. Cowboy Bebop, Trigun. I haven't watched Samurai Champloo in English, but I should check it out and see if I like it. But I love those 3.
Yeah.
And I can go either way with at least 2 of them.
Yeah. Samurai Champloo? I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it in English.
So, but yeah, I'm just curious to see if they're going to do another season of Crystal because Super S was not the end of the series. Sailor Moon Stars was the end, but it took us forever to get this. So even if we do get another Sailor Moon Crystal, there's no way we're going to see it before next year.
Right. But, I need to watch this. So I'm going to watch. Let me not talk. Because every time I say I'm going to watch something, I never do. I never get to it.
Speaking of, have we watched Mortal Kombat yet, friend?
No, not yet.
Y'all see how he is? Okay. So anyway, the other thing that I didn't even know about, I was like, how did I miss this? Is the Promised Neverland live action movie. I didn't even know that was a thing. That went under the radar for me.
Is it out?
Yeah. It came out like last year, and I was like, well, where was I? I found out about this I found out about it a couple of weeks ago. That's like 5 months later. So first I was like, how'd I miss it? Second of all, I was like, now that I've seen the trailer for this movie, do I actually want to watch it? Some things looked really cool, and they got it right, so on point. But then others were like, really? I don't know how I feel about this. Like, the kids are clearly older in this one. So to me, it throws it off because the whole concept is these children are in an orphanage. And so they're typically going to be younger children. So when you age them up, it kind of takes away some of the believability of this. And then another issue I had was the Sister Crone casting, because she's not even Black. She was definitely Black in the series. Like, there was no disputing it.
Right.
She was a little caricature-ish that made me side-eye a little bit. But I'm sure they could have found the Japanese actress or Japanese-speaking actress that was Black.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we're out here now, bilingual, trilingual. We know languages.
Exactly.
You know? So I just feel like as an actor, they'd probably be willing to learn it for the sake of the role, to do justice to the role and knowing what a following fan base it has. Or maybe that's just me because I'm extra.
No, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like the person that they cast nailed those creepy expressions. And if you've seen the show, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That chick is creepy.
Crazy is the word.
Yes.
Crazy and creepy.
A little bit of both. The special effects look cool. Now, mind you, I've only watched the trailer. I haven't seen the actual movie. And I'm on the fence. So, like, have you seen it? Has anybody else maybe watching seen this? What did you think? Is it worth watching? So
I just watched the trailer. Like, just watched it. No audio. But anyway, yeah, what you're saying about them being a little older, at least like the main kids being
the
a little
main
older,
three.
It does take away from some of the I'll say suspense for me, because the thing about it is they are young. Like, these are kids, like, dealing with something that is terrifying.
Right.
So when they're older, it's kind of like, I don't know. It doesn't make it as...
The stakes aren't as high because they're older.
Exactly. They look like they can throw hands with mom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the only thing I saw that I thought was messed up. Especially, of course, the what's her face, the Black lady not being in there.
Yeah.
Right. So those two things, like you mentioned, are only things I feel kind of weird. So maybe, I guess I don't expect too much from live action anymore. There's some good ones, but even like the good ones, like Gantz is a good live action anime, though the story is a little different. Yeah. I wasn't, you're going to hate me for this. So the live action of Death Note originally, like the one in Japan that they had, the one that came back in like 2005, I think.
I was like, I don't like the one on Netflix. No, that one is trash.
I never watched that one.
But I'm sorry, Lakeith Stanfield. I love you as an actor. I did not love that movie.
Yeah, that movie, from what I hear, plus I wasn't gonna watch it. I didn't like what they were doing with that. But that's another day.
That's partly the writing, and they changed it. So another day.
But like, there are a lot of good live actions that doesn't really live up to the actual anime. They're good on their own, and maybe this is something like that where, you know, it's still good, but maybe there's some stuff that's just missing.
Well, part of what kills it for me is they give away the major plot twist in the trailer.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, in the show, you don't know that until you get through episode 1. You know, everything is all happy-go-lucky, and they give that big reveal towards the end.
Right.
And so they just like, well, we know y'all already know the story. Here you go. But what if you want to introduce some people that haven't seen this show before?
Right. Yeah, that's
so
true.
For them, that's like, well, I don't even need to watch the rest of this unless I just want to see, like, you know, who makes it through and, you know, how this all turns out.
Right. Yeah. Live action.
yeah.
Had no idea. None.
I know that was crazy, but the special effects look really good. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away to people that haven't seen it, but the special effects are pretty nice. And some of the angles they were showing looked shot for shot how they did in the show, which was nice to me. But anyway, that's all I have for my topics. Do you have anything?
I have a couple of things, and one of them I know you're going to talk about a little bit. But recently, and I don't even have to read the article. We're going to discuss the Borderlands movie full cast photo reveal. So recently, Borderlands posted their picture of the Borderland characters in a silhouette form on some stairs. They have another photo of them all together with the backdrop, which is, as a photographer, super dope. But I know you've seen it, so I'm just going to simply ask you.
I sent it to you.
Even I know, even though you've already expressed yourself to me, what did you think about it?
First of all, let me get some water. It's going to be a minute. How dare you? First of all, Kevin Hart has no business. Kevin, I like you. Okay? But you have no business playing Roland, sir. Who signed off on that? Did you cut a check? I need to know reasons behind this. Number 2, Claptrap on the stairs.
Oh, man.
Claptrap is on the stairs. But anybody that's ever played this game knows that stairs are Claptrap's mortal enemy. Why? Because Claptrap is a robot. Claptrap is a robot with one little crooked wheel that he can roll around on. How is he not going to downstairs on sight? I just don't understand this for the life of me. Why would you put him on the stairs? Have you not played the game ever? Did you not even watch a playthrough? I just hope that the cast has paid attention to the game. Y'all know how much I like Borderlands. I'm going on a rant. You should have never opened the gates for this one, okay?
They need to know.
They need to know. I need you to consult with somebody that's either a fan of the game to be on set, maybe a developer of the game to be on set. Somebody needs to check these people. How is Kevin Hart Roland? He's 3'4", and Roland is a good 6 feet tall. Is he on stilts? Is the stairs are the shadows manipulation? What is happening? And who else is there? Tannis? Silhouette looks cool. Don't have a problem yet. Haven't really seen the costume, so we'll talk about that later. Tiny Tina, I like the silhouette of that also. Although Tiny Tina looked taller than Tiny Roland. So I don't really know what's happening with that particular scenario. And I need explanations. Get at me, Gearbox.
Yeah, they got some stuff to...
Y'all signed off on this, Gearbox? Who hurt you? You hurt me. I'm sorry. I'm done.
You're done? That's it?
I'm gonna try to find this picture so I can let other people that are watching this or may watch it later
right.
See this abomination because it must be stopped.
Right. For those that are watching or in the chat, she's a big fan of Borderlands, and they did it wrong on a few stuff. Like I said, the silhouettes on some of them are very dope. I like the reveal of those because it's kind of I don't know, it's a reveal. It's supposed to be big. Now, yes, Claptrap on the stairs, they're just small stuff that's saying hey, did you even know what this game is? It reminds me of Avatar, The Last Airbender, and
No. Do you want me to go on another rant? I feel like you're gaslighting me at this point.
Oh no. Yo, trust me, I got my own stories to tell about that one. I didn't even watch the whole movie for Last Airbender. But what I'm saying is these movie producers need to do a better job at the resources are there.
Okay, here's the link, people. Here's the link. It's ugly, but it works. Okay. It's ugly, but it works.
I already knew. I knew.
Mm-hmm.
I knew what was going to happen. So, yeah, that was Borderlands for you. To simmer down some.
I can't simmer down. I can't calm down because I just looked at these photos again. Kevin Hart looks like a little tiny G.I. Joe. So, like, you know, like the little tiny army men. It's like they took one of those and put it on the stairs and said, boom, that's rolling. That's what just happened.
It's all about camera angles.
I need y'all to see this. It's not angles. Are they going to angle it to make everybody else shorter too?
Like he'll stand on something, or like the shots.
I might be taller than Kevin Hart. I'm not that tall.
She's done.
I'm done. I'm gonna let it go. Oh, y'all got me. Y'all got me heated. Okay.
So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. That comes out very soon. And speaking of soon, June 11th. So next Friday. It'll be released on PS5, and they are saying that it's going to launch with a update, giving it some ray tracing at 60 frames per second. Now, if you're not familiar with ray tracing, it's just a advanced form of like lighting and graphics. They did that with an update to the Spider-Man, the Miles Morales Spider-Man game, where originally when it came out, it was just 60 frames per performance mode, 30. I don't know why you would do that.
You're freezing. Say it again.
I'm saying, where did I leave off at? The Spider-Man?
Yeah, but after you talked about the ray tracing.
The ray tracing, yes, they did it with Spider-Man. They had actually updated the game maybe 2 months after to give it a performance mode, so you can play 60 frames per second with ray tracing. Again, the lighting, the reflections, like the water, the glass, and everything made it seem very real. So I'm excited to see Ratchet and Clank like 60 frames per second on PS5. I believe it's also on PS4, but on PS5 I'm playing on, and with the ray tracing, it's going to be a beautiful game. Now, when you get your PS5, Bliku, are you going to pick up Ratchet and Clank?
I don't feel like that's ever going to happen. First of all, I'm scared for my PS4. It's like claptrap on the stairs. It's barely hanging on. Okay. So but I've never even played the first one.
Gotcha.
So I don't know whether or not I would want to. I did see on State of Play or a while back, maybe it wasn't State of Play. It was one of the launch trailers or whatever. And they actually showed some gameplay afterward.
Right.
It looked like it was fun for the new one because it's co-op. Like I always enjoy co-op games more because I can play with a friend. So I might, if they did a demo, I would definitely check it out. They're probably not going to release it on the 4 because, they don't care about us anymore. They already have our money and they need more.
Well,
I'm tired of being pimped out by PlayStation.
I would say they still care, but that's another story.
They don't.
I'm gonna
All I want to say is that they don't really care about us.
I done got Bliku in her feelings. Oh man, the co-op feature for me in this game is also super cool, and I think that's something that we can definitely play. If it's on PS4, they do it pretty good at cross-platform play with the PS4 and PS5. So I don't know. I'm excited for it, and I hope you're able to get it. I hope your PS4 lives. If not, I have one that I don't use no more. So I'm just saying, like, if you need to borrow it and teach your PS5, it's right there.
Why do I feel like you try to disguise like petty shade as generosity?
See, that's the problem with this right here. because not everything I say is petty.
I won't be using it anymore because I have a PS5.
See, I could have. You can take it that way.
All right.
You're like, fine, whatever. Don't want it.
I just want to play.
Yeah, I think it's I'm excited for that game. So ray tracing, 60 frames per second. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, are you guys excited for Ratchet and Clank? I personally don't think you need to play the previous ones. I think you can go ahead and just hop on this one and enjoy it for what it is. It's a platformer, so it's just meant to pick up and have fun with. Of course, there's a story, but it's not that deep. So moving on, and this is my last one, and that is basically some deals. And everybody likes deals, right? So there's a lot of games that are under $10 that I want to list off for those who have been dying to play something. So Amazon has God of War, which is the one that came out on PS4, The Last of Us Remastered, Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, which is like the perfect time to get it is now. Gran Turismo and Until Dawn for $10 a piece. So you got $10 and you look for a game to play, Amazon has those for you.
Oh, all those are on Amazon. Okay.
Yeah, those are on Amazon. Now, Best Buy.
That's better prices than they have on PlayStation right now.
Right, exactly. And Best Buy is also like matching those. So they also have God of War and The Last of Us. But they also have Bloodborne, Little Big Planet 3. And, you know, we love some Little Big Planet 3.
I want to play Sackboy's Big Adventure.
Yo, like that
sounds... that name sounds god-awful, but I want to play it.
It reminds me of South Park's Fractured Butthole. Like, right. That's what it gives me.
Right.
But
I'm 12. All right.
There's also Ratchet and Clank, the one on PS4. Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, which is super dope, including the Uncharted, The Lost Legacy. So with those said, those are just $10 a piece, which is great for some full AAA title games if you're looking for games to play. Are you interested in having any of those?
That would also be good if you want to like gift, somebody's a fan of whatever or looking for a game. That's a great time to purchase for gifts later on.
Right.
Father's Day's coming up. I don't know if your daddy's a gamer. He might like that too.
Might be a gamer, I never thought about that.
Yeah. For me, I would probably pick up Until Dawn because I did start playing it, but I couldn't finish it because what happened is I started when I had PS Now, I think it's what it's called.
Yeah.
Like their Game Pass or whatever.
Right.
And so I just tried it for a month and I didn't keep it. So that also locked me out of playing that game. So I want to finish it. So I would do that. Maybe the Ratchet and Clank. I never played Horizon Zero Dawn. So that would be a good one. But yeah, I'd probably check those out.
Like that's literally like 3 games, AAAs for half of the price of what's popping out now.
Right.
So that's all I got. I want to leave you guys with that, some deals and some games to play. So that's where I am.
That's cool. I definitely do want to check a couple of those out. I didn't even realize that Amazon had games on sale right now. I rarely check them unless I'm already planning on buying something. And that's because I know Best Buy matches. They price match Amazon, but it has to say shipped from and sold by. So if you want something like that day and you don't want to wait on the 2-day shipping and you have Prime, you can still do it that way.
Yep.
All right, guys. So that's it for that new for this week. Now we're going to move on to our next segment, which is For the Culture. And this week, once again, Rain is going to cover For the Culture for us.
I've got nothing. No, I'm just kidding. It's kind of contradicting. It's kind of contradicting to like the last thing I talked about, which is like all those games you can buy. But it's like this drought. Now, I know, and I'm not trying to be shady or petty. But
anytime
like a lot of people,
somebody has to preface that,
kind of doesn't come off that way.
To be both shady and or petty, but continue.
Right.
Go ahead.
So I know not a lot of people still have the PS5. I know this, and I'm
no. Not a lot of people still have the PS5.
There's not a lot of people who have a PS5.
Okay,
my bad. Words.
I was confused.
Baffle me. Yes.
All right, bring it back. Let's try this again. Flip it and reverse it.
Right. Not a lot of people have a PS5. And, with COVID and everything, that was a big situation. Yeah. But honestly and truly, what's up, Swedish? Honestly and truly, there's nothing out.
Swedish.
There's a huge drought of games, yo. Like, there is nothing good coming out. Everything that is supposed to be exclusive to PS5 or even Xbox Series is also on like Xbox One, PS4. So there's no outside of Returnal that came on PS5, really good games showcasing the power of the PS5. Now, I know there are some games coming out in the future, but everything's being pushed back to like later this year, early 2022. Like, you got to remember the PS5 came out in November of 2020. Like, and there's nothing to really be like, oh man, I got me a PS5. I'm playing nothing. You're not playing anything. So for those who are like dying to get one,
right, or next year,
or right, like for those who are like trying their best to get one, it's just take your time, play your PS4. You can wait, honestly, because all I do is play PS4 games on my PS5. That's it. And I'm looking forward to getting an Xbox, but honestly, I'm like, what I'm going to play. You know what I mean? Like, I know Cyberpunk came out, but even to this day, they have not updated they gave us the PS5 patch where everything's supposed to be updated. So there's a huge drought in gaming, and I think it's just like showcasing a little bit more concern for me, because the more generations happen, we get more of this. Like back in the PS2 days, like launch titles was still something. Nintendo had launch titles. Microsoft had dope launch titles. Now it's just, I don't know. It's more about the system than it is the games, and we're losing a lot of stuff. So, see. And what do you think? What do you think about getting a PS5, or what has you hype about getting a PS5?
Final Fantasy remake. That's literally it right now. Listen, I'm so mad that I can't play this Yuffie content that's about to come out because it's not available on the PS4. I have this game and you can upgrade for free and get the patch for free, but that's what has me hype about it. I'm in the same boat as you. There's not enough content that's come out to justify me dropping money on this new console. Now, would I do it? Probably, because this one, like I said, is on its last legs. And rather than buy another PS4, I would just buy the PS5 when it's available. But like you say, a lot of the stuff has been delayed because of COVID. Things that should have been out already are not. Xbox, I mean, I don't really feel like I need one. I didn't even buy this one until Gears of War came out. And you know, for me, I'm not going to miss a numbered Gears of War title. Like, it's happening. You know, Swedish says a lot of people are trading the PS4 for the 5. But, I mean, that's an option too. But the thing is, I don't even think they're available to purchase right now. They're still out of stock in a lot of places. And I almost at this point feel like they kind of want to keep it that way.
You think so? Up until like Christmas, maybe? Yeah.
People are selling PS5s right now for like $1,000, which is nuts. You know, who would do that? Like, I'm not about to sell a kidney so I can play video games. Like, oh, I still got another one. You know, like, I can't do it. So, yeah, that's, I don't know, man. Swedish says either holiday or early is next year.
Right.
And yeah, there's nothing out there that I'm just super hype about. And most of these things are coming out also on PC. So if your PC is good enough to sustain these games, like I could play Cyberpunk on mine, but I had a harder time streaming it because it was so graphic intensive.
Right.
That I might need to do some upgrades, but even that is cheaper than buying a whole new console.
Exactly.
So for now,
and a little
I'm
easier.
Good. Yeah, I'm good with just holding out.
Right.
Swedish. I work at GameStop on the DL.
Blast.
See, that wasn't even me, Swedish. You can blame Rain for that. If the Fed caught you, just know it's that one over there. Wait, over here. It's backwards.
That's funny. Oh man. But yeah, what do you guys think?
Sell you out, sis.
Swedish, everybody else that's watching. Do you have a PS5 one? Are you content with it? Not just the PS5, but also the Xbox Series X. Yeah. Are you content with it? Are you looking forward to like the future of it? Or are you just tired of it already? Like, what's up? What's on your mind? Let us know, please.
Yes. That's an interesting conversation because I wonder what is fueling their drive to do things the way that they are currently. It can't all be COVID. Some of that stuff is strategy.
Right. I think it has to be. And
Yeah.
also, what's fueling people to buy it? Because there's nothing. Like I don't see the selling point in the PS5 other than that it's hard to get, you know?
Well, some people want to be those like I'm the first to have it. It's just the same thing when phones come out. iPhone, Samsung, it doesn't matter. When that new phone drops, some people just want to have it on the first day.
Gotcha.
You
Yeah,
know,
that was me. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Swedish, we got to get Bleeku a PS5, so hit me up.
uh, she said you
Uh,
can get a lot of
get
information
it?
on the systems.
Yeah,
Because
and the Xbox
Xbox is
is
hard
hard
to
to
get
get.
to. Yeah,
Yes, like I think because PS5 is what's hitting right now, that's what people are talking about. But
yeah,
I haven't seen Xbox at all. I mean, I'm not interested necessarily to get one right now, but I haven't seen anything on Xbox. I go into Best Buy and GameStop and still
yeah.
nothing.
I don't even feel like I hear people talk about Xbox, not the way they're talking about PlayStations.
Right. It's
Because what
just
have they really dropped? The stuff that they do is right now has been more like free to play kind of stuff that's cross platform. So there's nothing that is exclusive to,
right.
Xbox only.
Right.
Yeah. PS5 is just more popular.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yep. Okay. And guys, by the way, if you have not, you should check out Swedish Moon because she is a
Yes.
streamer on Twitch and she's awesome. She's the one that we're posting here on stream right now in the chat. And so yeah, just twitch.tv/Swedish Moons. No S. I said moons. I put an S on it because I talk like that. I'm weird. Okay.
Gang gang.
Gang. Yeah, she's a part of our gang when we stream. Alrighty, so that covers for the culture. We're going to move on to our spotlight of the week. And this week, Rain is going to tell you all about it.
So the spotlight of the week for this week is actually a comic book shop that's kind of new here in Huntsville, Alabama, called Creamer and Cachet Comics. It's a family-owned comic book store. So Creamer and Cachet Comics is a locally owned, family-operated establishment founded in 2019 by Amber and Byron. They wanted to bring to you the passion of books, collectibles, and culture. It's a very, very dope store. They got a lot of Gundam stuff too, which is like my thing, like model kits and stuff like that. Of course, comics. I know friends who collect like the Legends Marvel packets and stuff like that, like the model kits. They have a lot of stuff there, and their store is really cool. There are maybe 2 or 3 other good comic book shops here, and this one is like growing very well. If you want to, again, check them out, they have their website at cachetcomics.com. Facebook is at Creamer Cachet Comics, and Instagram it is Creamer_Cachet_comics. So please give them a follow. Check them out. If you're in town, living here, or just visiting, check them out and tell them the Geeks Advocate sent you.
Yeah, I obviously haven't heard of them because I'm not local, but I do want to check out their website after hearing you mention them because small businesses are always really cool to support. And I see, yes, the artist.
Oh snap!
I mean, you never know. Yes, you might be able to get some artwork in there. Hit them up.
Right.
I don't know. I just like to support small businesses, so I definitely will be checking them out, even if I have to have it shipped.
Right. Yeah, I do the same.
It's still support.
Right.
So
yeah, I do
that'd
exactly
be really
the same
cool.
thing.
See what they have. Well, you don't have to. You can just go get it.
Well, here I can get them, but like there's a lot of small business owners in Atlanta still that I meet at conventions, and are just like, I don't go there on the weekends all the time, so it's good to like order stuff from them online.
Or if you just want to be lazy.
That's true
too.
I'm gonna take a trip. Right. I'm gonna take a trip.
Yeah, but cool. So yes, everybody check them out. Their information is down at the bottom of the screen. Scrolling across their Instagram, Facebook, and website. Okay. So I guess that wraps it up for this week's episode of the Geeks Advocate podcast. Thanks for tuning in for this live episode. You can always listen to our audio version of the podcast on Apple, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and now Pandora. So make sure to follow us on social media at The Geeks Advocate on Instagram, facebook.com/The Geeks Advocate, and at The Geeks Advocate on Twitter. You can contact us at thegeeksadvocate@gmail.com with any questions, comments, requests, and any final thoughts, words?
Nope. Yes, I do have some final thoughts and words. Thank you. Yes, the artist. I see you up there popped in. I appreciate you, Swedish. Thank you very much for popping in. Everybody else for watching. We thank you, and we hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Yes, we appreciate all of you guys. And like I said, make sure you go follow Swedish on Twitch.
Definitely.
Gang.
Gang.
And we will catch you guys next week at the same time for another episode.
All right. Peace.
Peace out.